Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're focusing our attention on Varna, Bulgaria, the recognized maritime capital.
Right.
A city famous for its dramatic Black Sea coastline, that's stunning 19th century architecture, and, well, its reputation as a really great summer getaway.
It is, and it's easy to visit Varna and just see, a thriving modern resort.
Sure.
But our goal for this deep dive is really to trace the city's history of organization, maybe endurance too. We're looking for those profound historical and cultural layers, the stuff that underpins its modern pulse.
Right.
From the earliest human settlements right up to its current role as a major cultural hub.
And to really grasp the scope of that history, we almost have to start at the very beginning with a fact that kind of completely resets your understanding of Varna. This city is home to what is widely considered the oldest processed gold in the entire world, which immediately establishes Varna not just as, an old port, but as a site of truly profound prehistoric civilization.
That's absolutely the key context. This discovery, it centers around the Varna necropolis.
Okay.
Since archaeologists started digging there back in 1974, they've uncovered 294 burial sites.
Wow.
And they contain over 3,000 processed golden artifacts. We're talking about items dated to between 4,400 and 4,200 BC.
Okay, hold on. 4,200 BC. And you realize this gold was worked by a complex society. What does that even tell us about the coastal culture back then?
Well, it suggests a level of wealth, sophistication, that predates even the major urban centers in Mesopotamia.
Seriously?
Precisely. It implies a highly organized, hierarchical society, one that had mastered metallurgy, trade, symbolic expression, millennia before many other established cultures in Europe.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the sheer scale of the gold found suggests, social stratification, advanced organization. It was already firmly rooted right there on this stretch of the Black Sea coast.
So if you want to connect with this ancient history, where do you go?
Those treasures are now preserved in the Varna Archaeological Museum.
Right.
And beautifully, the museum itself is housed in this ornate 19th century late Baroque building. It used to be the girls' high school.
Oh, nice.
So the museum building itself is a testament to Varna's architectural richness across different times.
Okay, speaking of later architecture, Varna didn't just vanish after the Chalcolithic period.
No, not at all.
It reemerged in antiquity as Odessos, established by Milesian Greeks, 6th century BC, right?
That's it.
So what physical evidence is left that shows how vital Varna, or Odessos, was to the Roman Empire later on?
The most imposing evidence has to be the large ancient Roman thermae, the baths.
Ah, the baths.
These date from the late 2nd century AD, and they are colossal, absolutely huge.
How huge are we talking?
Well, they stand as the largest Roman remains in Bulgaria. And get this, they're the 4th largest known Roman baths in all of Europe.
4th largest in Europe. That's a powerful statistic.
It is.
When a city dedicates that much resource to infrastructure, they are 100 meters wide, 70 meters long, originally 25 meters high.
Yeah.
You aren't just looking at a spa. You're seeing a vital administrative hub, a commercial center.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Building something that large, that complex, it implies massive wealth, probably from trade routes, and real strategic importance to Rome.
Right.
Absolutely. And the organization required to manage a city with infrastructure of that size. It just reinforces that theme we keep seeing, enduring, sophisticated organization. It started way back with that necropolis society.
They were clearly a necessary, wealthy stop on the Black Sea. Okay, let's fast forward then. A couple of millennia. Let's look at the architectural symbols that really define Varna today, showing how the city has kind of layered its history.
Okay.
If you arrive in Varna, one of the first things you'll probably see is the Cathedral of the Assumption of the Virgin. It's a massive symbol of the modern city.
It's definitely an imposing architectural centerpiece. Construction began way back in 1880.
Right.
Fitting to that sort of late 19th century push for grandeur you see across Europe. But I think it's fascinating that the prominent bell tower, the bit we really noticed today, 38 meters high.
Yeah.
That was one of the last elements finished, finally completed between 1941 and 1943.
So it shows how architectural identity is often built over generations, even centuries.
Exactly. And that slower, maybe more organic growth contrasts really nicely with the famed Sea Garden.
Ah, yes, the Sea Garden. It's recognized as a work of park art, isn't it? Designed to transition smoothly, naturally, right down to the sea.
It is. It's a living space where the city meets the coast. And that park is itself a repository of history.
How so?
Well, you've got the Pantheon, which is dedicated to anti-fascist fighters. It's recognized as a cultural heritage site.
Yep.
And then there's the lighthouse, which adopted the image of St. Nicholas,
Right.
the patron saint of sailors, back in 1994. It reflects that deep, inherent connection the city has with the sea.
But Varna's architecture doesn't let you forget its more turbulent 20th century history either.
No, definitely not.
You have this really imposing contrast with the monument of the Bulgarian-Soviet friendship. Physically, it's the biggest monument in the city, built during the socialist era, obviously, to symbolize relations between Bulgaria and Russia.
And that contrast is really critical for understanding modern Varna. That monument, it's this vast concrete structure, and it stands largely unmaintained today.
Right, it's kind of just there.
Exactly. It's too massive to ignore, yet maybe too politically charged to restore properly. Its neglect, well, it serves as a pretty powerful visual commentary on the distance the modern city has put between itself and that political era.
A symbol of a bygone ideology.
Yeah, juxtaposed against the timeless beauty of the Baroque cathedral and the natural flow of the sea garden.
Okay, so if we connect this to the bigger picture, Varna today seems to channel its energy less into these massive, static political monuments and more into culture and performance.
Absolutely. It's brilliantly reinvented itself as a major festival hub, and it masterfully links its deep history with living contemporary arts.
And this cultural energy, it's rooted deeply in the past too, isn't it?
Oh yeah. The Varna Summer International Music Festival is a cornerstone, established way, way back in 1926.
Wow, 1926.
Yeah, it's one of Bulgaria's oldest, most prestigious classical music events. It transforms the city for over a month with world-class symphony, opera, ballet.
And they use amazing venues like the festival and Congress Center and that historic open-air summer theater.
Exactly. And let's not forget the Varna Opera Theater itself. Its foundation stone was laid in 1912.
Okay.
Even though it officially opened decades later, 1947, it just shows this centuries-long commitment to the high arts.
And that core commitment, it sort of broadens out, doesn't it, into other festivals?
It does. Many other specialized international festivals covering the whole spectrum of creative expression. You've got the Golden Rose Bulgarian Feature Film Festival.
Being liberating national cinema.
Right. The International Theater Festival, Varna Summer. And the World Animation Film Festival, WAFF.
Okay. But for listeners wanting maybe a more direct link to Bulgarian heritage, nothing beats the International Folklore Festival Varna, right? That happens every July.
Oh, absolutely. That's when the city just comes alive with traditional costumes, music, dance ensembles from all over the world.
Which brings us to a crucial pro tip. If you are lucky enough to get invited to join the traditional circle dance, the horo,
You absolutely must try it. Do it.
but be warned.
Ha. Yes. And if you do join, you'll immediately discover that the horo is far from simple. It's actually a highly sophisticated form of organized movement.
Which echoes our central theme again, doesn't it? Complex societal organization.
Exactly. The music, the rhythm underpinning Bulgarian folk dance, it relies on a rhythmic mastery that is deceptively challenging.
I have to admit, I struggle just keeping time with simple 44 meters sometimes.
Yeah.
Imagining counting these complex time signatures while trying to keep the steps precise, not break the line,
Yeah.
it's genuinely intimidating.
Well, it's because they feature asymmetrical meter, built on complex combinations of quick and slow beats. It's almost deliberately designed to defy the expectations of Western classical music.